how did you transition from being in mobile app development to developing a piece of hardware? So hardware is a bit nebulous because there are two components. There's the actual the transistor level type stuff, um, which I don't deal with personally. But then there's always software on the hardware. So to control that hardware, you need some sort of logic, and that's very similar to software development. It's very low level programming. It's not as pretty as say writing Java or Objective C. Well, not that Objective C is really that pretty, but let's say Java or Python. Not Java. Let's say Python. It's not as pretty as writing Python, but it's still a programming language that you do to handle the logic for hardware. High level, you need to think of the piece of hardware as a piece of software. There are certain triggers that happen and there are certain outputs. They're just inputs and outputs. And if you look at it like that, all pieces of software and hardware, they kind of mesh together. So anyway, as far as how did I transition, I'll say that I am transitioning still. And I think that transition will always happen. But what we're finding is a lot of hardware and software, they're just kind of becoming one. So it's very interesting right now.